next Back to Basics video is going to be an extended heel hind shoe that we can use every day out of our truck, or we could use it in certification. We're going to take a number 1 Delta Challenger TS8 and we're going to make it into an extended heel shoe. But it's not just extending the heels, we have to change the shape quite significantly. This shoe is going to fit a foot 1 size smaller. So about 3/4 of an inch in front of the heel, we're going to start the extensions. It's important that we maintain surface area, web width at the heel. We don't want to make the extensions tapered, making them narrow. Otherwise they'll sink into the ground and be non-functional. Once we've heated it, we want the extensions in line with the direction of travel. These are not trailers that stick out the side, they're extensions that stick back in line with the horse. To help prevent distortion of the shoe, we're going to hold the shoe with the tongs on the branch that we're going to be shaping the heel. We're going to have the tongs in line with the heel, and about 3/4 of an inch from the end of the heel, we're going to take the corner of the hammer and hit into the shoe. As we hit into the shoe, we're going to lift up. That's going to turn the heel out. Once we've got it turning out, we put it over the edge of the anvil and we keep forging it until it's in line with the direction of travel of the horse. So once we've made our extensions, the toe shape and the quarters are going to be incorrect. This toe shape is for a bigger size foot, so we have to narrow the toe and we have to move the quarters forward towards the middle of the shoe. Tongue position in line with the branch, hammer 3/4 of an inch before the end of the heel, lift up, start the trailer going out. There, and make sure you've got a gap between the heel and the anvil, because it's going to forge otherwise. To the inside branch, lift up, 3/4 before the end of the heel, get it started to turn it out. Now here's the important mark, make sure you've got a gap when you hit it. If you put it in contact and keep forging it, all you're going to do is decrease the surface area, and we're trying to maximize the surface area. Okay, once we've made our extensions, now we need to narrow up our toe and change the position of our quarters. So to narrow up our toe, just like with our shoe shaping, put it in front of the toenail and push it in. That will narrow the toe up. It's not a case of just hitting it from the side. That'll make the toe pointed. Once we've set our toe quarters, then we can set our quarters. Our quarters probably want to be about 3/8 of an inch in front of where they were. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to set our new toe quarter to narrow up the toe. Tongs in line with the branch. Turn it. Tongs in line with the branch. So we've set our toe quarters. There we set my heel quarter. Work it to the heel. Same on this side. Set my quarters. Start leveling from the heel. Right round the toe. Every hammer blow touching the last one. Right through the heel. Look to see if it's level. I like to look down the heels as well. Once I've got my shoe leveled, and check my nail holes with a Delta 5 slim blade. Just closed one nail hole up here, just a little bit. I'll take my Pritchell, a little bit of grease on the Pritchell. Clean up my nail hole. Yeah, I've got my nails to fit. That's what we got. A hind shoe with extended heels. Once we've finished our shoe, now the heel nails are not usable because we've moved the quarters forward. If we visualize where the end of the heel would be, and we can see where our extensions are. We've got extension past the end of the heel, and now we've got our quarters further forward. We're putting into practice our extended heel shoe. What we're going to do right now, I've selected the number 2 Hind Delta Challenger TS8. I'm going to extend the heels. I didn't square the toe earlier, but the horse needs a squared toe, so I'm going to square the toe and I'm going to put quarter clips on. So it's extend the heels, square the toe, quarter clips. We're going to make extended heels. So these don't stick out the side, they just go back. So I don't drop my tongue, I just take it to the anvil and stop. Take the anvil and stop. We don't want to pinch them. So now the heels are facing in the direction of travel. They're not sticking out the side as trailers. We don't want to make our square toe too wide. It's a narrow-toed foot. Keep our shoe balance, set our toe quarter. Reset our quarters further forward. Set our toe quarter. Set our heel quarter. We can level it. We've got our shoe basically shaped. Now we need to put this quarter clips on. We're going to use a cross peen hammer because we've got quite a narrow gap between the nail holes. Always watch where you're hitting. Or I should say, hit where you're looking. I always level behind the clips first. I'll level across the toe. Level the branches. Now I'm going to give my final shaping. Thinking of the shape of the foot. Make sure we get the toe square in line with the direction. Pull back, don't burn down, pull back until the shoes back half the thickness of the hoof wall. So I've got my toe in the direction of travel. I'm checking my clip fits. Heel fit. Okay, there we are, we're burned on. The toe is half the thickness of the wall set back. I'm choosing Delta 5 City Head Slim Blade nails. I've got a good head that locks into the nail hole, thin shank so it doesn't cause much wall displacement, especially here where we're shoeing in a dry environment. I like strong nailing, but not overly high. About 1/3 of the way up the foot with a heel nail, and then just climbing a little bit towards the toe. So I've driven the nails. I like to tighten them, just so they're tight. When we look at the foot from behind, we can see that the extensions are directly under the bulbs. They're in the direction of travel. They're not sticking out to the side. Gouging under each nail, but not too big. We don't want to bury the nails into the hoof wall, just flush. Now, I don't just rasp the toe off back to the shoe, I just radius it like an unshod horse. Just radius it so it's not sharp. So the wall is big, the toe is still on the shoe. Half the thickness of the wall is still being supported by the shoe. So it's not going to get any hoof distortion. You start getting hoof distortion when you set the shoe back behind the hoof wall so it's not bearing weight. We've got the extensions coming straight back. They're not sharp, they're gentle flow into the extensions. So there's nothing for the horse to cut itself with if it hits. Toe is set back half the thickness of the wall and rounded off.